Good morning, everyone. I hope everybody's been having a good time at the conference so far. My name is Cameron Dye with Cox Business, and I'd like to welcome you to the Collaboration Theater here at the AFCEA Defensive Cyber Operations Symposium. The session here that you're about to see is entitled DISA Business Support System, Bridging the Gap for Efficiency. Today, we'll hear from Ms. Martha P. Jasper. Ms. Jasper is the Portfolio Manager for the Business Systems Program Management Office, Services Development Directorate for DISA. In this role, she is responsible for the planning, resourcing, and acquisition of business systems capabilities to support DISA's business transformation goals. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Jasper.
Hi, everybody. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. This is a tough spot to be in right before lunch. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of hungry myself. So today I'm going to talk to you about our business systems modernization strategy and some of the sort of big rock items that we're working on as we transition. You can't hear? Okay, let me put this down. Is that better? Okay, all right. So today I'm going to talk to you about our business system modernization strategy and how that fits into the larger initiative to ensure that we continue to improve our service delivery to our mission partners. So next slide, please. What am I doing? Okay, there we go. So as a disclaimer, so this briefing is general information. It doesn't constitute a commitment on behalf of the government for any particular products or services. Okay, so DISA at its core is an IT services and support provider. So what that means is we deliver assured and protected voice data and video capabilities to our mission partners. So ITSM, really, IT service management is really an umbrella that contains, frameworks and processes and models that talk to best practices as we deliver IT services to customers. And then down here at the bottom, I have the ITIL model. So really, the ITIL model is it was built upon the concept that as IT service providers, we're really trying to add value. So we're delivering not just technologies, but we're delivering services, right? And the difference between a service and a technology is the IT service provider's ability to add value as we deliver those services to our customers, right? So again, it's not just about delivering technology, it's about delivering services and being able to take on the risk that's associated with those technologies as we deliver the service. So this is the way that the department looks at business systems. So the term business system really is meant to is an umbrella of any information system that's used for or on behalf of the Department of Defense in providing, in supporting business activities. So for example, financial management, contract management, asset management, human resource management, those kind of things, right? Anything that falls into the area of business activities. And the Chief Management Office validates business system requirements and investments to make sure that they're aligned with DoD policy, with DoD priorities, and that it's going to give us a return on investment, and that it's going to support performance improvements. So at the top triangle, this is capturing functionality that needs to be delivered as part of an enterprise business systems capability. So these are the functions that we would expect our mission partners and our business customers to expect out of these type of capabilities. At the bottom of the triangle are end-to-end business processes that are defined by the CMO, by the business enterprise architecture, and that are predefined processes that we want to leverage as we deliver this capability. On the left-hand side of the triangle are DoD and non-DoD agencies and stakeholders and systems that we need to be able to interoperate with. And on the right-hand side of the triangle are business mission area functional domains that are, again, predefined within the business enterprise architecture. And then you can see this is the list, and again, by functional area within business processes. So this is a view into our current portfolio. So on the left-hand side, again, I have them listed by capability area. It's the current systems that are within the business systems portfolio at DISA. So this isn't an exhaustive list of every capability, but it captures the majority of the capabilities that we're currently managing within our portfolio. So our current environment is we have a lot of purpose-built systems. We have a lot of, so because of that, as systems got stood up, there was additional interfaces that were introduced, which resulted in an overly complex environment. And so with an overly complex environment, you end up with an expensive, suite of capabilities to host, operate, and maintain. So how do we better integrate this capability so that we can reduce costs, so that we can reduce complexity, and be able to provide better services to our customers? So on the right-hand side, I'll talk through that picture to get into exactly what our modernization strategy is. So at the bottom, data governance. So every organization needs to be able to make decisions about how they're going to manage data so that they can realize value from that data, right? So in doing that, we also want to be able to minimize costs. We want to be able to better manage risk. We want to be able to reduce complexity and ensure that we're compliant with DoD, industry standards, policies, et cetera. So establishing our data governance is really important because we want to be able to ensure that we have consistent data and that we have trustworthy data that we can utilize to start to make business decisions, to start to optimize the way that we operate, and to be able to build more efficient and effective products and services for our customers, and overall to be able to improve customer satisfaction and be able to be more proactively engaged with our customers so that we can, in the end, be able to predict, future needs and be able to react to them quicker. So on the right-hand side, our first pillar is being able to align to the Defense Business System initiatives. So specifically, a couple of the efforts that are ongoing right now in that space is one, we are working to implement the DAI time and attendance capability across the entire agency. So that's actually set to go live at the end of June. And that'll sunset our current time and attendance capability. The second ongoing effort is for us to be able to roll out our working capital fund financial management system, and that is set to go live 1 October. So the initial phase of that particular capability was released October of last year of 2017. So this is our phase 2. So what phase 2 is going to deliver is, again, the working capital solution. It's going to be integrated with our order management system and our contract management system so that from end to end, when a customer comes to DISA, they're able to request a service. It goes through the entire business process of getting it put on contract, getting it funded, and then all the way out to actually fulfilling a service for a customer. Along with that, the next phase of that capability is going to be to combine and integrate our working capital solution with the DAI general fund solution so that the DoD for the state has an integrated single financial management system that is in alignment with DAI initiatives. And then the third thing with respect to that particular pillar is right now there is an initiative at the DoD level for a learning management system, for learning management capability. So there hasn't been any decisions made to date about exactly what that capability will be or how it'll be rolled out to who. But we are participating in that working group to make sure that we're able to align with the decisions that will be made in that space. Again, to ensure that we're aligned with DoD initiatives and taking advantage of things that are being done at the DoD level. The pillar on the left, the IT Back Office software as a service. So our intent there is to be able to deliver through a software as a service delivery model, be able to get commodity business applications that are going to be delivered in an integrated solution. So previously in a couple of slides ago I mentioned, over to the left I mentioned that we have a lot of purpose-built solutions that aren't necessarily integrated as well as they could be. right? So our intent with the software as a service delivery model is to be able to deliver those integrated capabilities in a single platform, and again, going after commodity business applications that are commercially available. So we're talking about getting away from the traditional way that we provide those services, right? So traditionally we go out and buy COTS capabilities, integrated or not. We host them in the data center, and we do the normal development, operation, and maintenance of those capabilities. So really, what we're talking about here is changing the way that we've been doing that kind of work, right? And so that what we're trying to get out of the result is going to be we'll be able to accelerate our integration efforts. We'll be able to roll out capability faster and be able to react more quickly to change. And we'll be able to streamline our DevOps efforts so that we can maximize that investment. So that's really the goal. And then again, the end state at the top there is being able to get access to all the data that's going to sit, in these various systems in these two pillars, so that we can make more informed decisions, so that we can optimize our business decisions and be able to continue to improve our customer relationships. And better manage, again, like I mentioned before, better manage customer expectations and be able to react more quickly to change as missions change, so that we're able to better support our mission partners. So on the left-hand side, the capabilities that we're talking about for the IT back office, like I've already said, on the defense business system side, we're really talking about financial management and human resource management, specifically time and attendance capabilities and learning management. So the rest of the capabilities that we're really looking for that would fall under the IT back office software as a service solution is things like acquisition management, facilities management, asset management, program management, and task management. Okay, so our objectives for the modernization. So first is to be able to improve our agility as an IT service provider, right? So it's about being able to quickly respond to change, to meet mission partner needs as their needs are continuing to change. We want to be able to reduce our operating costs so that we can pass those savings on to our customers. We want to be able to adopt industry best practices. As I mentioned, these are commodity capabilities, so we don't want to develop from the ground up. We want to take advantage of COTS capabilities, industry best practices, and use that as the foundation to modernize our business processes. In modernizing our business processes, we'll be able to simplify the environment. As I mentioned before, it gets complicated. There's a lot of interfaces. So you have increased costs, right, once you go into sustainment. So we really want to simplify that architecture and, again, reduce cost. That'll allow us to improve our data transparency and consistency. So again, when we're speaking to our mission partners about the services we're providing to them, we're able to be that much more transparent. And then lastly, one of our big drivers is to be able to take advantage of what the DoD is already doing and implement and align ourselves to those initiatives. Okay, so the challenge that we have. So what we need to be able to do and what the IT back office capability is really aimed at getting is being able to bridge the gap between business systems and operational systems, right? So it's not only bridging the gap between the technologies, but really the business processes in those two areas, right? So we need to better integrate those processes across those two systems, and then that'll allow us to, as we're modernizing our business processes, it'll allow us to be able to sunset legacy systems and to have a better integrated capability as you go, as we try to bridge this gap between the two areas. So as capabilities, as services become more complex and become more differentiated, we need to be able to maintain flexibility and be able to deliver a superb customer experience. Right, so what that leads us to is to be able to more closely integrate those business processes, consolidate fragmented tools that exist between the two systems, and sunset legacy systems as we start to automate the service management process. Okay, so how do we do that? So we want to be able to again take advantage of industry best practices, right? We really want to get away from the traditional, list of thou shalt do these things, and instead take advantage of out of the COTS capabilities that are already available in the commercial industry, and be able to change the way that the agency does business, so that we're able to take advantage of out of the COTS capabilities. So these are some of the commodity functions that we know are available in commercial products today. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. So these are commodity functions that are already available in COTS capabilities today in integrated solutions, right? So a single platform can deliver all of these capabilities. So we want to take advantage of those opportunities. So again, that we can consolidate our business system capabilities, reduce redundancies, reduce the number of interfaces, reduce the environment overall, and then that starts to get at being able to provide better service for our customers. And then the other goal is to better inject IT into business decisions, right? So if we're able to improve our access to data, we're able to improve our ability to do data analytics, we're able to be better reactive, be able to provide improved services that are more relevant to what the customer needs with a reduced cost. Okay, so the benefits for our approach. So first of all, we'll get interoperability. I spoke about earlier being able to align ourselves to DAI initiatives and efforts that are already underway at the DoD level, right? So this is going to get us there, quicker. We'll be able to sunset legacy systems, standardize our configurations based on policies, based on best practices and frameworks that are already out in industry and commercially available. With that, we'll be able to streamline our new lines of services. So again, we want to be proactive to be able to predict customer demands and customer needs, as they change, and being able to more proactively be able to provide services based on those needs that are changing. We want to be able to eliminate our legacy systems and reduce the number of interfaces, again, to ultimately reduce cost, reduce complexity, and being able to manage risk better for our customer, and improve data management so that customers have better insight into when they're doing business with DISA, have better insight into what we're doing. We'll be able to standardize and have a consistent look and feel across the capabilities so that when mission partners are coming to DISA, they have a single front-facing door to come into DISA and ask for services, and it'll simplify their interaction with us. And then finally, we want to be able to modernize. We want to be able to introduce modern functionality, again, that's already commercially available, that we're not building from the ground up, right? So things like business intelligence, data analytics, customer relationship management, being able to improve the way that we service and react to our customer demands, and be mobile ready, right? In this century, right, we need to be able to provide that capability. And then again, we will be aligned with the CMO business enterprise architecture that's going to be able to get us there faster. I think that is my last slide. So are there any questions?
Hi, I'm Brian Four with Dev Technology Group. Software as a service platform, several have capabilities in the areas that you've been talking about. Some are very specific to ITSM, but others have several of the functions that can be used for basically customized application development as well. In your considerations from a procurement strategy and going out and getting the services to do the modernization, any thoughts on platforms that are looking advantageous from a DISA perspective, and also what would that strategy look like? Are you looking to buy the modernization services combined with the software as a service platform? Or are you looking to procure the software as a service platform independently and then have people bid the services?
So we are looking to get them as a combined, one action, not separating the two. Can you repeat your first question?
Well, the bottom line is there are several of those platforms. You could go out and buy the services and the platform at the same time. Competing offers for different modernization aspects could lead to different software as a service platforms, which gets you into that same situation to where you have apples and oranges and grapes in the environment. But are there any? You're going to procure the services in the platform at the same time. Are you trying to achieve consistency in one platform?
We are. Yeah, we are trying to achieve consistency in a single integrated platform that will provide all the capability to us. So ITSM as well as the business system capabilities that are outside of the traditional ERP that we've already invested in, right? So financial management and pay and personnel.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Hi, I'm going to come up to the microphone, Martha. Can you talk about blockchain at all? Are you evaluating blockchain, integrating in the financial future of some of these systems and the contract systems?
So we haven't really looked into that too much. Right now we primarily, as far as the financial systems, have been focused on the integration efforts with our order entry and contract management systems for the most part. And then the second fold that we've been concentrating on is, what is that migration path as we consolidate our capability with the DAI working capital solution. So we haven't specifically looked at how we take advantage of blockchain within the financial systems. Any other questions?
Talk a little bit about DISA's strategy for migrating back office to MilCloud 2.0.
So our intent is to host the software as a service solution in MilCloud 2, so that we're conforming with DoD policy on that. Mm-hmm.
Just to follow on that, is there a time frame that you're looking to migrate to MilCloud 2.0?
So right now, we're scheduled to start the migration. We were scheduled to start in May, but right now we're having all the prep sessions with the MilCloud team. So we're working on the actual hard schedule of when we'll migrate. Right now, we're working on migrating primarily our DISA storefront capability, our contract management capability, and some of the things that are not within the scope of the IT Back Office software as a service. Those are primarily the systems that we are working with the MilCloud team to figure out those schedules and get us moved. We are right now, I think, in the schedule, we're up at the front. So I think storefront is the first capability that will be migrated to MilCloud. But like I said, we're still working on the rest of the schedule, but we are intending to meet the timelines that are we're given per DoD instruction to be able to migrate everything. So that's going to be the primary focus for the migration. And then again, like I said, for the IT Back Office, our intent is to deliver that capability initially already in MilCloud 2. Are there any other questions? Okay, thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you all very much. Again, my name is Cameron Dye with Cox Business. We're sponsoring the Collaboration Theater here, and we have another event at 1:15. We look forward to seeing you then. Thank you.